If you have been thinking about learning Python and creating your own AI tools or AI automations, but you are confused at where to start from, trust me, I'm going to save you hours of frustration. So, I'm Mayank, and in this video, I'm going to give you a 30 days roadmap to learn Python and create your very own first AI tool. Well, this 30-day strategy is exactly what I followed and created my very own AI agent. My previous video, I showed you one of my AI assistant called Sunday, which is clearly made from Python only. But you must be getting a doubt that why only Python and not something else? Well, there are some factors on which we consider Python as the best programming language for AI and automation. The very first one is by far Python is the most beginner friendly programming language. It's easy to learn, implement, and apply. Most of the Python codes are written in English only, so there isn't anything very complex to learn about. We just need to learn the basic syntaxes and program execution workflow, and you will learn Python in just a month. The second one is Python is by far the most used language for creating AI automations and AI agents. Companies like Google, Tesla, OpenAI, or even Instagram are using Python for their backend. And the very main thing is ChatGPT, custom GPT agents, and many more AI tools work on Python only. So now let me break your 30 days plan week by week for you. Well, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to follow this event even if you are studying in college or working anywhere. Well, I will try to keep it realistic and beginner friendly. So even if you are not from the tech background or you don't know anything about Python, you can learn it very well. So let's start from the week one where you learn to build code blocks of Python. Where the very first thing is to become a good coder or create your own AI agents or any kind of automation, you don't need to learn full Python. Well, most of the people don't actually know about it or don't tell about it. If that from 20% of the context, you get 80% of the result. So for learning Python, you don't actually need to become a coding bug yourself. In the very first week of learning Python, you need to learn variables, data types, loops, conditions, functions, lists and dictionaries, etc. These are the very basic blocks for Python, and if you learn this, by the end of the week, you will be able to write your own small code very easily. Now, if anyone is thinking about how to learn it or where to learn it from, I will suggest you to learn it from a channel called Code with Harry. He has uploaded a 12 hours long Python programming tutorial video in which he covered all the terms very clearly and so good that you can learn it in a very first go. I personally learned from his video only and I highly suggest anyone or any beginner to learn it from him. I will add the link to his video in the description box. Now for a programming platform, don't end up on Notepad or any other text editor. Use VS Code Editor, Visual Studio Code Editor. You can download it very easily and start coding upon it only. If you aren't using ChatGPT and DeepSeek for learning Python or any other programming language, you are wasting the free resources actually. Imagine if you are writing a code and you get an error in it or you don't know how to solve it or anything else. What you can do is just copy the entire code, paste it into ChatGPT, and ask it that where is the bug in the code, where am I getting wrong, explain me in details. Or you can even ask the ChatGPT to write the code in the correct format. After watching the tutorial and practicing, I'm assuming that by the end of the week, you will be familiar with Python programming. So after that, try creating a calculator, a to-do list, or a rock paper scissors game on Python. It's very easy and you will get a feel that you have learned something or created something by yourself. Now we start with the week 2 and this is where things start to get fun actually. In this week, the main concept you will learn is how to use API and its integration in Python. In the very basic way, I'll explain API as it is a way of communication for two applications. Let's say you want live weather information or latest news through your program. This is what API makes possible. In this, we use a module called request to fetch the data from internet in our program. Now there are ton of videos available on YouTube on how to use the API and integrate it with your programs. Well, there are ton of API providers available in the market, in which the best one is OpenAI API. Of course, it costs a little, but it's worth it actually. Or if anyone is going for absolutely free API, then I would suggest Grok API, which I use in my assistant as well. It gives a total free access to it, and you don't have to pay a single penny. Okay, so we are beginning with week 3, and this is where things actually get interesting and futuristic plus advanced as well. So by this time, you must have built a Python foundation. So now it's the time to work with artificial intelligence itself. Let's break it down very simply. AI is just a system that learns from data and makes decisions. Tools like ChatGPT are called large language models, which are trained on massive amount of data and text, and they become very powerful when you connect them with your own code. Here's how you can do it in 30. Use ChatGPT like a pro. Use it for crafting custom prompts for coding, learning, or even for the content of your code or agent. Learn how to call API keys through Python. If you do it well, within a few lines of code, you can get your own GPT bot running. Combine your Python code to tools like Zapier or Make.com to make your real automations running. Imagine it like it takes a voice input, send it to the GPT, and whatever the content you get gets emailed to you or saved in the notepad or Notion or anywhere. Means basically your tasks are getting automated by this. So if you do the things I mentioned, you can create your own chatbot which talks to you via text or voice. Plus you can automate your daily tasks on laptop like sending or receiving emails or replying on WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter or anywhere else. So here's the final week, week 4. By the time you have learned Python, made your own foundation, and started working with artificial intelligence as well, and created a few mini projects, I suggest you to do in week 4 is create your own AI assistant, which takes in the inputs and gives you output, which calls API as well, and do your automation task on the laptop. While creating the project, the one thing you have to keep in your mind that it isn't about perfection, but about proof and learning. So that's the 30 days roadmap for learning Python and AI. No waste of time, beginner friendly, and very actionable. Exactly what I'm also doing as well. If you are stuck at day 0, start the action today. And if you find this video helpful, like it and share it with people. And for more content like this, stick around and I will see you in the next one.